Cartagena, New Carthago. It wasn't that long ago when Hannibal faced Rome. A mighty clash, near turned to Roman ash, but the tide turned through murky lakes of blood as legions forced their path to topple walls with wrath. Iberian sands are now in Roman hands. For the glory of the empire, their marbles dot the land, and to this day, the Romans' tongues at play. Hello, I'm Max Milano, the Guiri Guru, and we're here in beautiful Cartagena to answer the age-old question: how much does the man in your life think about the Roman Empire? Cartagena, or New Carthage, was founded by Hasdrubal after Carthage's defeat in Sicily in the First Punic War. It was hard fought by the Romans during their quest to control the Iberian Peninsula during the Second Punic War. The Romans faced Hannibal himself, an almost total defeat before their semi-miraculous comeback during the Roman siege and victory at Cartagena. The Roman theater at Cartagena, it's one of the finest examples of Roman architecture in the Iberian Peninsula, with columns of Carrara marble brought specially from Italy during the reign of Augustus. Welcome to Cartagena, Spain. We are in a city that has 3,000 years of history. From Carthage, the Carthaginian Empire was here, the Romans were here, the Moors, and then eventually the Castilians conquered it in the 1200s. So come with us to explore Roman Cartagena in this episode of Guiri Guru. Let's go! We're at the Roman Forum in Cartagena, Spain, and let's enter the remains of a beautiful Roman house with a really well-preserved mosaic tiled floor. Let's go. We're inside the remains of the Roman Curia with a beautiful mosaic floor and the now headless statue of Augustus. This was the heart of the political life of ancient Roman Cartagena. We're standing above the heating system for the Roman thermae, which are the Roman baths. You can see the furnace behind me and the little columns, so they would heat underneath the floor and heat the pools, and then in the next section you'll have hot and cold plunge pools as well. So this is pretty intact, or semi-intact Roman bath right here in the Forum of Cartagena, Spain. The size of these Roman warehouses is incredible. There's temples, like little temples, houses, rooms of worship, columns, Roman columns, and then amphora, where they brought wine and oil from all over the empire. And it's all here, incredibly well preserved in the Roman Forum of Cartagena, Spain. The old Roman Forum of Cartagena was built atop of the ruins of Hasdrubal's palace. Roman Forum has a set of pools, hot springs, caldariums, and temples dedicated to Augustus, as well as a collegium and warehouses where wine and olive oil was stocked. Above Roman ruins, present-day Cartagena is a feast for the eyes and for the taste buds.
No me digas que me quieres, porque todito es mentira. No se te vi con otra, no me hagas pasar fatiga. Morena, ella era morena, morena, de buen corazón. Morena era la dueña de mi amor.
We're standing on the top of the hill overlooking Cartagena. We're Molinete Hill, and nothing personifies Spain better than the view from this hill. From where I'm standing, I'm right next to a 2,000-year-old Roman column from a temple that was right here where I'm standing. Behind me, a beautiful cathedral from the Renaissance, and you can hear the bells. Over there, a Moorish castle, and all around us, it's just this combination of cultures that is so unique. Spain, so unique. Cartagena.
Báilame, báilame, por tanto. 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 Atardeciendo entre nubes violetas, el sol se estaba escondiendo, me quise emborrachar.
We're in the center of Cartagena, Spain, and I'm standing above a 2,000-year-old Roman road that cuts right through the center of town, going straight up this hill, and goes on that way to eventually to the port. The Romans were amazing engineers and architects, and they had roads all the way from here, all the way eventually to Rome. That's where we get all the roads lead to Rome saying. And it's just absolutely incredible how just deep under the ground for all these years, people were living above Roman roads. And just 200 meters from here, we're going to walk up to the remains of the ancient Punic walls, because Cartagena was, as the name suggests, it's basically New Carthage, and it was founded by the Carthaginians. And we're going to go check out what's left of one of the original Punic Carthaginian walls. So let's go. So here we are doing what the Spanish people do. They find their local little tapas bar. The tip is you have to find the crustiest tapas bar where the locals go, especially if you find they see older people, like old fogies. That's the one to go. The prices will be the best, the food will be the best, and the beer will be the coldest. So we're just recharging before we hit the Punic wall, the next stop in our exploration of Cartagena. So cheers, and don't forget, the crustier the tapas bar, the better. The ancient Punic walls of Cartagena almost defeated the Romans until they learned from fishermen that they could wait for low tide so they can wade through a salty marsh to the north of the city, and then just jump over the walls that were less protected and therefore destroy the city, winning Cartagena for Rome. We're deep inside the remains of the old Punic walls of Carthage, and behind me you'll see the niches for a crypt that was built here by a priest in the 1700s. We're in Cartagena's port and we're on a boat because Cartagena has the best natural harbor in the entire Mediterranean. This is something that the Romans knew about and took advantage of, and of course the Carthaginians, when they chose this spot to build the new Carthage on the first place. So when you come to Cartagena, you must do what they call the tourist boat, and it's a catamaran, and it takes you right out into the harbor because it's a well-defended harbor. There's forts and batteries and castles right protecting the mouth of the harbor out into the sea. So we're gonna get on the boat, we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna see what the Phoenicians saw, what the Carthaginians saw, and what the Romans saw when they come in with their boats right through the mouth of the harbor. So come with us, let's explore 3,000 years of history, one of the most historical harbors in Spain, the best natural harbor in the Med. And by the way, like we said before, it's where the Spanish Navy is based. So it's going to be a good harbor for the Spanish Navy to choose it. So let's go on a boat. We're reaching the mouth of the harbor, and right here behind me is Fort Navidad, and this fort defends the entrance to the mouth of the harbor, and we're actually going to get off right there and explore the fort. The boat from the Cartagena harbor, drops us off there, and we'll have about an hour to explore, and then the next boat will come and get us, hopefully, and it's the last boat of the day, so we have to make sure that we don't miss that last boat. So let's check out Fort La Navidad. So we checked out the fort, it's pretty cool, as the cannons and everything, but we actually got locked in the fort. We're the last people to leave, and now we're sitting at the dock waiting for our boat to pick us up. And it's actually also the last boat. So if we miss this boat, I don't know how we're going to get back. You can see the fort behind me up there. It looks like our boat left Cartagena, so we're not going to be abandoned here in the castle. So you can see our boat right there. Here we are, Cartagena's historical harbor. It's an amazing natural harbor, deceptively small, but as you can see there, there's this entrance out to the Mediterranean Sea, flanked by forts. This is the harbor where the Carthaginian general Asdrubal came in here in the 200s before our era to found the city of Carthage, or New Carthage. And the Romans came through this port, the Visigoths, everybody, and currently it's the home of the Spanish Navy, and it's one of the most interesting looking natural harbor. Looks small, but it's amazingly deep. Yesterday there was a huge cruise ship right behind me, so they can really handle quite large ships. So come with me to continue exploring amazing Cartagena, and as you can see, the city, every hill has a castle or a fort, so we're going to go check out one of the most famous castles slash forts that protected this harbor from pirates, Romans, Carthaginians, etc., etc. So let's go check it out. Come on, let's go. And did you know that Cartagena is a walled city? Right behind me, you can see the wall that protects the city. We're right in front of the marina and the harbor, so the water is that side. And before you get into the city itself, it's protected by this wall. It's actually reminds me a little bit of Old San Juan in Puerto Rico. And this wall was built by King Charles III, King of Spain. 1776, they started building this wall, and it protects the whole city all the way around. So we're going to follow the wall, and then we're going to go through the wall, and you're going to see how thick it is. You can get a bus through that wall, and still you won't be at the other side yet. So let's carry on checking out the wall here in Cartagena, Spain. Okay, like, I can touch the upper level. I need to get to the lower level. So we're about to go inside the wall, walk through the wall. It's a tunnel here, and check out how long this tunnel is. You could probably get a bus in there before it pops out the other end. So this is how thick they needed this walls to be to protect from pirates in the back in the old days. Nice. So we're in the middle of the wall right now. It's got nice murals, but yeah, I would say it's about at least the length of a bus, maybe 2 buses to get in here. There's a cachalot. And we're out of the wall now, so that's the tunnel. So I would say it's at least a bus and a half thick, maybe 2 buses at least. So we're heading straight up that way because there's an elevator to get up to the castle that overlooks the whole the old harbor. So come with us. We'll check out the castle above Cartagena's harbor. Let's go. Check it out. The elevator not up to the fort. It's way up there. It's over there. Well, it was worth getting up here. We just discovered an old Roman forum, Roman circus down there. Clearly, the lower part is Roman, and then they're building or they're fixing the upper parts. So hopefully, in the future, once we'll be able to come here and check it out. You can clearly see the bottom is kind of Roman, and then the higher levels have like Saracen arches, all that. So really cool arena down there. We're deep in the bowels of the castle. They think this is Roman origin. These are the cisterns deep in the castle that collected rainwater and kept the people running the castle supplied with fresh water. It's at least 10 degrees cooler in here than out there, maybe even 15 degrees. That's like a cave effect. And you can still hear the water drops coming down from the walls. Good morning to all of you, and today it's our last day in beautiful Cartagena. Hope you enjoyed our explorations, and make sure to add Cartagena to your itinerary when you visit Spain. It's definitely a hidden gem of the Spanish tourist trail. Not a lot of people have even heard of Cartagena, and it's a shame because it's absolutely incredible city, seeping with history. You'll probably have to go to Rome to find more Roman ruins so close to the city as you find in Cartagena. So for more tips about exploring Spain, discovering Spain, and how to successfully move to Spain and become an expat, go to guriguru.com, and where we'll be posting all our tips and tricks to make it in Spain as an expat. And talking about tips and tricks, we're sitting outside our hotel here, and for those of you who enjoy road tripping, we've been road tripping in Spain on and off now for over 10 years. And one of the things we discovered was if you stay in a hotel right in the outskirts, they usually have like hotel chains that they're all over Spain, and their specialty is to have hotels right in the outskirts of town, usually by the ring road, but you literally be no more than 10-15 minutes from the sites. So we used to stick to the same chain. We like it. We enjoy sticking to the same chain, and we think it's a good idea for those of you who are road tripping, because when you're traveling day after day, it's nice to go back to a familiar place where the rooms look similar, the food is similar, the breakfast is similar, and it just gives you kind of like almost like a sense of home when you're on the road. So we used to stick to the Ibis chain, or the Ibis chain, and they actually have hotels pretty much
every main city in Spain, large and small cities. We've also stayed on the Ibis in Italy and France, all over the place. And they worked out pretty good as far as providing a cool base right in the outskirts of all the different towns as we road trip. Right here in Cartagena, we didn't go for the Ibis. I think there's no Ibis here, so we stayed in a different one. This one's called Posadas de España. They have hotels around Spain as well. It's just not as extensive as the Ibis, but that's just a good tip to stay in these types of hotels because you get a breakfast, usually included with a rate, or for not very much extra. You get easy parking, access to parking. Usually you park right under the hotel or by the hotel, and then you're like 10 minutes away from stuff. Sometimes you can even get public transport. Another tip for you guys is that Spain has really, really good underground parking, pretty much in all of the major cities. So in Cartagena, we're able to park right underneath the marina. So you can leave the car in one of these underground parking lots that usually located in the city center, and then just leave the car there for the day, and then just go for a walk, explore the rest of the city. So that's 2 tips for you there. Stay in a hotel in the outskirts of town. Stick to the same chain so you have a familiar sense of base, and use those underground garages in downtown so that you can just leave the car and then just explore by foot the rest of the city. So check out guiriguru.com for more tips about exploring Spain and surviving in Spain. We even offer expat consultation sessions, so just go there, check it out. If you're planning to move into Spain, if you need help, you need tips, you need ideas of how to make it in Spain as an expat, check out guiriguru.com and stay tuned for more explorations of Spain and more tips about how to survive in Spain as an expat. See you soon. Take care.